Today at Blade HQ, we have our in-house consummate knife nut, Stephen Blood. Do you know what I should have done before we started this? I should have gone through your employee purchases and had them sitting here.
Were you in a financial crisis because of how many knives you bought previous to this?
No. What is up, guys? Today at Blade HQ, we have our in-house consummate knife nut, Stephen Blood.
How's it going?
And what are we doing today, Stephen?
We're gonna go over some of my collection.
Beautiful. Let's get right into it. What is very first in your collection?
All right, very first thing right here is the BENCHMADE GRIPTILIAN, the 550-1. This one's had a lot of work done to it. Me and my buddy Walker Customs did the anodizing, or the acid wash, my bad right there. Carbon fiber scales from titanium, as well as the barrel spacers on the back. So we did a lot of work on this one.
Nice. And you put the deep carry clip on there too, right?
I did, yep.
Nice.
Awesome.
So then the next one we have is this SPYDERCO Mantra, again with the acid wash on the blade, purple anodizing on the handle, and yeah.
Nice.
This one was just another fun project that we worked on.
Do you know what I should have done before we started this? I should have gone through your employee purchases and had them sitting here.
We could have given the world all of Steven's dirty secrets.
I did that once. I looked at it. It was a bad idea.
So when you're picking a knife, Stephen, what are you looking for?
Whatever I like.
I like it a lot.
I go for whatever at that moment pulls me in. Every knife has some sort of draw for me. And so you'll notice that there's no true common theme, you know, a little carbon fiber over there, something like that. But I go for what I like.
So what's next on the list and why did you pick it?
All right, so this is the ZT0566. And at the time, the reason I got this one was I was actually in a little bit of a financial crisis and I could really only have one knife.
Were you in a financial crisis because of how many knives you had bought previous to this?
No.
Knife? Okay.
I'm in a financial crisis. Which knife should I get?
Stephen, he's dyed in the wool knife nut. This guy, he goes hard. He goes hard in the
Give
knives.
this man a thumbs up if you can relate with his financial crisis must-buy knife theory.
And it had to be, and then he landed on a ZT. I'm in a financial crisis. Let me buy a ZT.
Let me buy an Opinel or something simple. No. ZT.
Okay, we gotta let him tell the story though.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted something that I knew I could rely on. I wanted something that I knew that because I wasn't going to be able to buy a knife for a little while, it was going to be sturdy. It was going to be something I could rely on.
So this was a heavy fix.
So this was a heavy fix. This was something I carried for about 5 months straight. Ended up de-assisting it. I just enjoy doing that with some of the knives. But I carried this for a long time and I put it through the ringer. So
Nice.
I really like that one.
Right on.
It is, yeah. This is a KERSHAW CHIVE that I also de-assisted back in my younger days.
Theme. Yeah.
Yes. This one was a learning curve. This was my very first knife. Saw a guy at work that had one of these and I loved it. And I was like, how do I get one? And at the time I was 16. I couldn't buy a knife. So he went and he bought it for me. Brought it back. I put my keychain or my keys on it, hung it from my pocket. Yeah, of course.
Hung it from your pocket and then what?
And I carried that knife for years because that was my first thing.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, interesting.
That seems heavy for a keychain to me.
Yeah.
Well, I could clip the knife to my pocket and then the keys would just hang from the lanyard hole.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And you like it de-assisted, or at this point you're kind of like, I de-assisted it, so it's mine?
I did that one long before I knew anything about knives.
Yeah.
Long before the financial crisis.
Like I said, I was like 16 when I did that, and
Nice.
So it was just a learning curve. I was learning how it worked, how the knife worked,
Yeah.
and I must have lost the spring somewhere.
Nice.
So
Very cool.
So I have to ask, you've got, obviously, on the table, out of all of these, this would be, hands down, the least expensive knife on the table, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hands down. But this is something that I love, because this is exactly the same place that I started with knives, and my collection it pales in comparison to Steven's. Guys, this isn't even all of it. Like, you get that box?
Yeah.
He has, like, he brought in this Pelican case. Yeah. I mean, and there's still knives upon knives upon knives inside of that box. We just had to go with what we could fit in a knife banter.
Yep.
But what I love about this is I love seeing guys' first knives.
Yeah.
Because I think all of us started somewhere here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And we all end up, somewhere between.
Somewhere in the hot mess.
Yeah, somewhere in this hot mess. But we all started here, you know what I mean? And so, I don't know,
No, I love that too.
Like all of my bucks and CRKTs and everything, like my less expensive ones, like I still have them. And I still carry them. I love them.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah. Do you find yourself, do you ever carry this anymore?
I didn't find it until about maybe a month ago tops.
Oh, okay,
and
so it had been missing for a
it had been
while.
missing
Okay.
for quite a few years.
I had that happen just the other day where I lost a knife and I found it in my desk drawer at work, and I'm like, there it is! It's such a wonderful. It's like finding a $20 bill in your jacket.
It is.
I found it in a box at my parents' house.
Nice.
And
That's
so
awesome.
it was kind of cool.
Okay, speaking of boxes, Steven, at what point in your knife nut journey do you buy a Pelican case? I haven't arrived there personally. But at what point, I mean, is it your first like $400 knife and then you buy the case, or do you buy the case? Like,
I bought it.
Help the good people at home understand this.
I bought it for space. At first we have these things called sack ups. And it's just a roll up thing. You can throw the knives in there, and they only go up to like 12 or 15. And once I broke that 15 mark, I needed something to carry all my knives in. So it was convenient. My buddy was selling one, and got it from him at a really good price.
Nice. It was convenient. My buddy was selling one, got it at a really good price. That sounds like the theme of your life. Hence the name. What's next on your list, Steven?
Next on the list, we have this ULTRATECH. This is the Stormtrooper version, so it's the dagger with the carbon fiber, white. And I like Stormtroopers. I've always been a Star Wars fan, but I've always been more of a Stormtrooper fan.
How can you support the Empire?
Always the Empire, forever the Empire.
I mean, I get it. The Jedi, they're a little wonky, but
Rebels or Empire?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Let us know.
Rebels or Empire.
Okay, so you've got an ULTRATECH, and then you've got a UTX 85, right?
UTX 85.
Which is 85% the size of an ULTRATECH. Is that right?
15% smaller, yes.
15% smaller.
Yep. Again, got this one.
Snag this one over, yeah.
This one I bought from a friend. We weren't friends yet, but he saw my knife collection and was blown away by what I had. And
Instant friendship.
he was like, I know that this knife is going to a good home. I know that it's going to somebody who's going to treat it well. And so he had no problem selling it to me.
It's like a puppy on Craigslist. Only to a good home.
It's like when I build a piece of furniture, right? Like I'll sell it to somebody after I've used it, or maybe I'll even build it to sell. But I always want to feel like it's going to a good home, and I love that this is the case with these knives as well.
Yep.
Do you prefer the larger ULTRATECH or the UTX 85?
I tend to go more towards the UTX 85 just because of the size, the fact that it is smaller. I've had my eyes on a UTX 70.
I want a 70 bad.
Oh yeah.
70s
They make
are
those
cool.
in that hot Ben Blue.
They do make it in that hot Ben Blue.
But hot Ben Blue and I want it don't coincide with like cheap suckerness.
You know, you should get into a financial crisis, and then you could.
I need a financial crisis.
And then you could buy a UTX 70.
Then you can justify it.
So you actually want a UTX 70 in this collection as well?
Oh yeah, well it would complete the collection
Yeah, of course.
of the UTX line.
I love
it. And then both of those I have the pocket clips reversed because I carry them left side. Kind of a cool thing that you can do with the ULTRATECHs.
Nice. So Steven, you've been doing show and tell. We also want to do a little show and tell with a knife that somebody sent us. So we are going to roll in some footage showing you Caleb's knife for show and tell. Oh, hey! So guys, one of the fans of Knife Banter sent us this sweet BENCHMADE prototype from 2006, December 2006. Basically, this is a Ken Steigerwald design, and you get like this 5-inch blade that fits into a normal size handle. It's pretty amazing. This is never going to be available to purchase, so you can ask in the comments when it's going to be available. Never will be, but Caleb sent it in because he was stoked about it, and we'd never seen one. So he said, hey, would you like to throw this in Knife Banter? I said, absolutely, because it's amazing. There you have it. Sweet BENCHMADE prototype. Caleb, thanks dude, you're awesome.
All right, guys, welcome back from commercial break, or I guess it was more of a show and tell. Kind of a cool knife.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool knife. And we are going to dive right into another awesome OTF here on the table. We got there, Guardian Tactical.
So this is the Guardian Tactical. It is a new OTF that kind of came out earlier this year. And they've done a bang up job. It's a fantastic. It opens and closes very easily, very smoothly. Ben, I'm pretty sure you might even be able to open that one.
Whoa, is that a personal insult?
No, that was a deep cut.
Well, you probably saw me struggle with my left hand, but
okay,
and that's an interesting thing. If we're comparing left-handed, hang on,
there we go.
Left-handed opening versus right-handed opening.
Right.
And then
Should we lefty this guy?
Yeah.
Much easier.
Yep.
Compared to left-handed. That said, I'm weak sauce. I'm a keyboard warrior, man.
Hey guys.
Like I should not be the gauge for anything like finger strength related, but that is a good point. I think that's one thing about this Guardian Tactical that's really cool is they've really gotten that to a spot where it's simple to open and simple to close. Not to say that an ULTRATECH or UTX 85 is not. It just seems like this is slightly easier left-handed.
And it's a different mechanism.
That's such minutia, but I think minutia is like the gas inside of the knife collecting car.
For sure.
Like, I saw this website the other day, knifesteelnerds.com.
I love that website.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. But, like, the minutia, like, I didn't even read anything. I just, like, looked at the charts and stuff, and my mind was blown, and I had to leave because I was like, minutia. Talk to me a little bit about that, Stephen. When you're collecting knives, how does the minutia and kind of the extreme attention to detail influence what you do and don't buy?
Oh, it's huge. I feel like this was something that you guys went over in the knife banner with the Knife Nuts guys. You buy the maker as much as you buy the product, if not so more. And all of these manufacturers have all been really good to me in the past, and I just like the quality. I mean, there's definitely things there that I enjoy. I'm willing to pay that extra, few dollars or more.
Financial crisis.
to get that good quality stuff. So when it comes down to steel, how smooth it is to open, just the quality has to be there.
And I feel like there's enough options on the market too.
Mm-hmm.
People can be darn picky, and like if you don't prefer the opening mechanism on one to another, keep looking for a minute.
Yep.
And I think for a lot of people, it's all about that hunt and almost the impossible quest for the perfect knife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which we will get to. End knife.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yes.
What's next on the table?
So next we have the MICROTECH LUDT, also in the Stormtrooper. Saw this when they started dropping the Star Wars stuff, and I had to have it. Absolutely love this thing. When I first got it, I was like, this knife is going to be a beater knife. I threw it in my pocket. We went tubing down the Heber River, and it was in my back pocket. It caught all the rocks that my butt didn't. So
honestly,
it's all scratched. It's got some scratches, and
it looks way better than it definitely's got some scratches, but yeah, I just love how it's still in such good condition though.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it really took a beating.
The people at home that are like, I want that. These kind of come and go, right?
they come and go. Yep.
Like, I think at this point, you'd have to buy this knife on the secondary market.
Right? Yep.
That's why if you ever see a knife that you're like, I want that, chances are you should have a financial crisis and just
and just do it.
do it.
I'm going
Especially
to be
on a
known for
limited
this now.
edition. I know.
Stephen the Financial Crisis.
Financial crisis planner. What's next on your list, Stephen?
All right, next is a REEVE, because I feel like they are a staple in a collection. Also, I love the quality. We were talking earlier about the quality. Had some work done on this one. Anodized the handle. Pocket clip has a nice purple to it. Purple's my favorite color. And this was done by my friend Carbodize on Instagram. Good guy. So I just really like this knife. It's smooth. In single blade shape, just cuts for days.
Nice.
So
Can we talk warranties for a minute? I don't know REEVE's knives warranty offhand.
Mm-hmm.
Did you void your warranty on that?
I think so.
How do you feel about it? Are you okay with like the warranty voiding?
I know the build and quality of the REEVE knives, and I know that I won't have any issues. I've owned them in the past, and
So
the
it's
only
worth the
issue,
risk.
the only issue I ever had with them was the edge. I didn't know how to sharpen years ago, and now that I'm confident in it and doing it on my own,
Nice.
I don't have any issues with it.
Cool. No, that's always an interesting thing. Is like, do you void your warranty to get it how you want, or do you leave it factory settings?
Well, and talking about kind of that progression into the knife nut world, right? Is right? We all kind of start here, right? And I feel like almost the next step is then you jump into like a BENCHMADE or something. And I remember my first BENCHMADE, I bought it because I loved it, but only because I loved it, but because the warranty, right?
Yep.
But then, right? Like you get to where kind of this point.
Yeah,
where
which
you're
they
like,
have a great warranty.
They do. They have a great
And
warranty.
I may not have voided it. I'm not 100% certain.
But
But if
in the
I did,
comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. But no, you get to this point, and it gets to this point where you're willing to take a risk or two to do some customization.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, I've seen plenty of botched customization jobs on on the interwebs.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
there's some delightful ones.
There are some
There are.
delightful ones.
Cringeworthy.
I botched a customization once. It was on like a $15 knife though, and I was
Yeah.
like, "That's cool."
Yeah, that's a good
fine.
one to do it.
But like a $400 knife.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so you had a few fixed blades. We actually picked through them and picked one of them to kind of talk about. What have you got in the fixed blade division?
So this is the Bradford Guardian, and this one is in the M390 with, again, an acid wash, black wash, I think, and then carbon fiber scales, Armitage carry sheath.
So you've spec'd out your sheath too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, and this one was really nice because it's a small knife, but it's got a big blade, and it's very easy to carry.
Nice.
I'm a bigger guy, and so a gut kind of makes it harder to carry a knife vertically, up and down, like you would normally sheath carry a knife. Whereas with this one, where it sits like this,
So
it's super easy
Go
to
with
carry.
the scout carry. For this size knife, I actually love a scout carry myself. Either way.
And scout carry is horizontal carry.
Yep.
Horizontal,
Clarify.
usually along the back.
Yeah.
You can carry front. I think that's normally called like appendix carry.
Yep,
Right? Like,
I
just
carry
depends.
front.
Yeah.
Nice. See, I have a hard time EDCing a fixed blade. I think I'm just like a bony, skinny sucker, and it just like grinds against wherever I put it. I'm like, this is stupid.
I mean, I can't get to it sometimes, and
Really?
so
No, I love the idea of EDCing a fixed blade.
Yeah.
But the application on my body type is.
Yeah, I mentioned
Not
it
solid.
in the camp video we did. I mentioned I was like, one of the reasons that I love the category camp knives is because I don't carry fixed blade every day on the daily. So when I go camping, it's like a good excuse.
Okay, so that started off the carbon fiber
Yep.
run here. What else is in carbon fiber for us, Steven?
So we also have the Southern Grind Spider Monkey. This guy right here is probably one of my all-time favorite knives. I love the size, 3 1/4 inch, carbon fiber, titanium. You know, when I went down to Blade Show, I met Zach Brown and got to talk to him about the knife a little bit.
Did he sing to you when you met him?
He did not. He actually.
No chicken fried?
And a little bit of chicken fried.
I don't listen to country. There were people there that were really excited to see him because of his country music, and I was more excited to see him because of his knives.
That's hilarious.
I love it. I love it.
And so I didn't even ask him, nothing like that.
See, I feel like if I met him, I'd be like, "Hey Zach, just 2 lines."
Cold beer on a Friday night.
Just 2 lines.
Yeah.
But like to see sunrise.
A little bit of chicken fried.
No, kind of cool though. Southern Grinds, I feel like it's a little bit of a sleeper brand.
It is. Absolutely.
I've been surprised at the quality and everything. Every time I pick one up, because I wasn't as familiar with the brand, and then usually when I'm not familiar with the brand, I'm very skeptical going into it.
Sure.
But every time I pick one up, I'm like, these are actually like pretty decent knives.
Yeah.
And they do some cool stuff with Case. They kind of have some collaboration stuff with Case. Kind of another neat thing, we didn't get to meet Zach Brown at the show, but
Unfortunately.
but they were set up right next to us, right?
Yep.
Nicest dudes ever. We're like packing in this booth because we didn't know we could bring a dolly to set up for Blade Show. So we're packing it in literally by hand,
Yes.
huge walls by hand. It was actually a lot of fun. But anyways, the Southern Grind dudes like totally helped us out a ton with the booth. Like nicest guys
In
ever.
fact, they actually loaned us their vacuum. I think it went something like this: "Would you like to borrow a vacuum?" I said, "Sure, that'd be great."
Yeah.
For our booth, and before I knew it, they'd vacuumed our booth for us.
Yeah,
which was
just
pretty
like
darn cool.
so. Not only like kind of a really nice sleeper knife, but also really nice dudes
absolutely.
over there. I
Absolutely.
will say though, I did not hear one Zach Brown song the whole time we were at Blade Show.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like they should have just had his albums on loop.
I'm hoping next year they do like a little mini concert in our booth for us. Put that on the record.
Yeah. We'll put a suggestion there.
What's next, Steven?
Next, I have the Hinderer XM18 3-inch. This is in the slicer with the flipper. I've got a carbon fiber scale, copper hardware, and also blue hardware. So just a little bit of personalization, something to kind of make this one mine.
Nice.
Now, with this one, did you do the work yourself, or did you buy the stuff that Hinderer sells to spec out your?
I bought this stuff. The
So
anodizing
you drank
was...
the Kool-Aid, then you drank the Kool-Aid again.
Yes.
Oh, and I
Dude,
love
but
that Kool-Aid.
that Hinderer
Hinderer
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid.
is so sweet, and it comes in so many flavors. It's like oh, I bought a cherry flavored Hinderer, but you know what? It'd be cool if it had a little grape in it, and you just pour the grape in. It's all built into the system. That's why something I
Well
love
done,
about
Rick.
Yeah,
Well done.
it's something I love about Hinderer is that
The customization is fantastic.
It is.
Yeah, Steven's got all these amazing customized knives that he's done, which I'm all about that DIY life. He sent some out, but then with this one, it's like, oh, I'll just buy from the maker.
Yeah, the
Yep.
I love
manufacturers
it.
provided
Yeah.
it.
Yep, and I love that. I love being able to make a knife my own. And that's why I customize as much of them as I can, is because it makes it unique.
So, from the collection today, I want to ask you guys at home, what is Steven missing? He has an 0450. We took that off the table. There were a few that we took off the table. Just we don't want these videos to be like an hour long. We want them to be more like 15, 20 minutes. So from like the standard knives that everyone must own, what is Steven missing? And we'll jump in the comments and let you know if he already has it, because we did break down his collection just a hair.
Just a
It
little.
had to be. Now the last one on the table, Steven, tell us a story.
This one's actually really special to me. This is a MCGINNIS ProLine Mini EXO. And a few months ago, I was thinking about getting into knife design, and I drew up a knife. And I took it to our products guy, and I was like, hey, check out this knife I drew up. It's really cool. You know, do you think we could get something like this made? He goes, oh, that looks like a MCGINNIS ProLine. So I hopped on our website, and I saw this. I'm like, gotta have it. It's already the perfect knife. What I had drawn up was already was what I envisioned the perfect knife to be, and this was it. So I had some work done to it by Carbodize yet again. And this is the knife that I've decided I'm gonna give to my son. So
Nice.
he's 4 now. I haven't decided if it's going to be an 18 or a 20.
No, I was thinking like 5 or 6.
No. No,
I mean,
'cause
according to Jesper,
I know, that's what I was referencing.
it's like a $500 knife. I don't want to give that to a
Okay.
6-year-old. I don't even know if I want to give that to an 18-year-old, because
Yeah.
look what I did at that age. So
yep.
We've all got mistakes.
so this one's really special. This is one that I definitely plan on hanging
awesome.
on to for the rest of my life, and then giving to my son.
That's
Nice.
really neat. That's really neat.
Love it. Really solid. Okay, guys, we have a couple announcements, and then I want to know what's in your pockets. We're going to end with what's in your pockets. So, first announcement is we are creating an amazing patch wall. So, if you have a patch that you want to send us, we'll put the address on screen, and we will put it on our patch wall. Permanent establishment inside of Blade HQ. So, send us your patches. And Zach, you had an announcement about notifications.
Yeah, notifications, guys. We have been hearing a lot from people that sometimes you guys aren't seeing the videos right when they come out, or YouTube's not letting you know. So if you don't know when a Knife Banter's coming out, and with the season coming on, we're gonna probably have a couple more videos coming out more than normal. Make sure to click that little bell on the YouTube things, wherever it's at. I don't know where it is. Somewhere
I think
around
it's
here.
going to be down here.
Yeah, maybe
Depends on
down
if
here,
it's mobile or
down here, down there. I don't know. Just find the bell, click the bell, and that will let you guys know when we're doing things and when new things come out.
Perfect. Zach, what's in your pocket? 30 seconds.
Oh man.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yes! I gotta show it off.
Yes.
I got this baby just the other day.
Nice.
So we got
Nice.
the BOKER Mini KWAIKEN, KWAIKEN, however you want to say
KWAIKEN.
it. Yep, that one.
I like that.
Yeah, with the this is an exclusive from us. So Brass and Micarta, love it.
Nice.
Been waiting on this one for a minute. What do you got, Ben?
I got a new edition.
Ooh,
Ben Blue.
I haven't seen that
PROTECH
yet.
NEWPORT. I don't think it's even hit the market yet.
Yeah.
With the What Is Up Guys
Nice.
PROTECH Shop Tour 2018.
Now, this is kind of a little teaser, guys. If you guys don't know, if you don't follow us on social, Ben and Jamie recently went to PROTECH and got all the secrets. So
Yes.
video coming soon.
It'll be fun. And then lastly, Stephen, what's in your pocket? We've seen what's not in your pocket.
Yes.
What is in your pocket?
Some of what's not in my pocket.
That's true.
So today I have my BENCHMADE BUGOUT with custom scales by Rock Scale Design. Anodized on this one. Took a long time. My buddy and I, most anodizings are 20 minutes, 30 minutes for the entire thing. This took us about 4 hours.
He had like, correct me if I'm wrong, actually. I want to make sure I'm right here. You had like a back and forth with the maker, right? You're like, this thing
Yeah.
will not anodize. And so he's like emailing the guy or calling, whatever it was.
It was on Instagram, and we were just like, why can't we
That's
get
awesome.
it? And it was just a coating that he had put on it, so we had to wear the coating off before we could anodize it. And this color is actually an accident. It's not what I was going for, but it's what I got, so I'm super happy with it.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
Love it. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching Knife Bender. Steven, thank you for being on. Thank you for showing these good people your collection.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you think of Steven's collection.
And what do I need?
And what do you need? Yes, tell him what his next financial crisis should be, and we'll go from there. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll have another video coming out for you next week.
See ya.
Oh my God.
gosh, guys, you see this really expensive knife? Yeah, I picked it up and threw it across the table because that's how
Like
we
a
roll.
boss.